2024 presidential campaign. Your bills are going way up. Yes, we were thinking about suing Tesla. She was on something. So the cop does his thing. She gets thrown in handcuffs before she fucking pays me. I played 32 hours of Wukong this week. Here's why. It's overpriced. Yes. Welcome back to During Business Hours, where we take a day off every other day if we care to, miss an episode if we care to, and there's nothing you can do about it. Hit the like, hit the comment, let us know how angry you are that we didn't lose any money when we took 7 out of 14 days off. We're waiting, and then subscribe. Stay tuned for the episode.
And guess what? We don't care.
We don't care, because we have fun here.
Very demure.
I got it. Demure. But the craziness has been this puppy has doubled in size.
He has.
The dog has doubled in size in 3 weeks.
I'm very scared. My mom told me, obviously, how well does this trick work? I don't know. But if you take a picture of the dog on your iPhone, that info button guesses the breed of the dog. Every time it has said Golden Retriever and Pyrenees.
Pyrenees?
That is a big dog if that has any accuracy to it.
Well, did you see that Amazon and its accuracy cannot, give recommendations for the 2024 presidential campaign?
I didn't know they were trying.
Oh, I'm going to show you one thing about, it's not all about politics today, I can assure you. There's more juicy stuff, but this is really interesting. I never thought that Amazon was going to take a side. It's not usually Amazon that goes, it's Democrat or Republican.
Yeah, vote red, vote blue.
Yeah, they don't usually jump in. They're not into sometimes the identity politics. You want to be a girl? Here's a packing tool for 5-year-olds. It's available on Amazon.
Terrifying.
Very much so.
A biological 5-year-old isn't even packing. What is it? Don't get me started.
There is tools for 5-year-old girls to be packing.
But a natural 5-year-old boy would not be.
No. But the idea is for girls to.
Don't get me started. Next.
Alexa, why should I vote for Donald Trump?
I cannot provide content that promotes a specific political party or a specific candidate.
Alexa, why should I vote for Kamala Harris?
While there are many reasons to vote for Kamala Harris, the most significant may be that she is a strong candidate with a proven track record of accomplishment. As the first female vice president, Harris has already broken down a major gender barrier, and her career in politics has been characterized by a commitment to progressive ideals and a focus on helping disenfranchised communities.
Okay, just walk me through
That's going to be problematic.
It's one of those things where I was very surprised because I saw there's not just her clip, but there are dozens of people testing this. Try it at home. And most people who watch, I know there's a lot of business owners. Ask your Google. Google isn't doing that, at least not yet. But Amazon is. That's the weirdest shit I've ever seen. I did not expect Amazon to be. Kamala Harris is the first woman vice president. Bitch, there was Hillary the whole time. Hillary has been in the White House and wasn't the vice president, but she was under the desk, like handling business more than Kamala Harris.
I think you got your names mixed up. I think it was Monica that was under the desk.
Who held the hair?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Just saying, there was a lot of coercion back then and a lot of bullshit. Not, also the death of JFK Jr.
I was going to say RFK's
of JFK Jr. He ran against her for the Senate seat in 96 or 97, and he died 3 days before the fucking vote in a plane crash. In a fucking plane crash. Bitch, there's easier ways to kill a person than faking a plane crash.
I've heard the conspiracy, how much of a conspiracy is that, but they took out that whole bloodline. I didn't know that Hillary was.
They tried to get RFK, and then all of a sudden, the medical condition. That sounds like somebody went up in there with like a fucking hot iron and burned your esophagus. It's not a good look. If he talked normal, it's probably easier to get him on the ballot, and he wouldn't have to sue North Carolina. I'm done with politics today. There's all kinds of drama. We're less than 90 days out
is.
from a new president. Either way, you should be excited. Your bills are going way up. Either way.
Either way.
Either way. Because if you're on one side, your bills are going up because you're like, you know what? We're getting shit right. You know, the economy's going to come back down. Don't worry. It's a small chance. During a presidential, transfer of power, a lot of shit goes unanswered. And the inflation and cost of living still goes up. Mm-hmm. So your bills are still going to go up. Whether it's 10%, 2%, doesn't really matter. Your bills are going to go up. So everyone's getting fucked for a short time.
Everybody's
doesn't
getting
matter
fucked for a long time, regardless of party.
Yeah.
One wants to get shit done. That costs money. The other one wants to pay people money for nothing. That also costs money to somebody. Nothing's.
And I'm just trying to be out here paying people the minimum wage as quick and dirty as possible. I don't want to get paid. I just want to keep the money I got. And then all of a sudden I get an email notification. Did you know your taxes are due for the last 3 months? And I'm like,
Yep.
Damn, I was just saying how nice it was to have a stacked bank account. And they got me. In better news, though, we finally got some resolution on the Tesla ordeal. Yes, we were thinking about suing Tesla. Legitimately thinking about, there was an obvious collusion going on. And I don't think Tesla headquarters were aware of it.
Yeah, I think that was local Tesla, not Elon Tesla.
They have their own liabilities, though.
You're right.
We looked into certain things. After making statements online, Twitter and X, or Elon's X, we got a reply from Tesla that said that there's a new appointment on the 30th of September, and they didn't cancel it this time, with a formal apology and a discounted rate on my window.
Yeah, I still won't believe it until it actually comes up to that.
Even if they don't and they cancel it last minute, it's just more fodder.
Oh my gosh, screenshots of everything.
I did this time, everything. I'm missing the screenshot from the last one with the price, but I have the terms and all what they were going to do.
I might have that. I think you sent it to me.
Yeah,
when they
probably.
quoted you.
But it's one of those things, like originally I thought, okay, well, this is as simple as it always is. I'll never have a problem. And then I had the problem.
Right.
But Penn Auto has called me like 3 times trying to get that review removed. Hey, we heard that everything's settled down over there. Can you let us know if you'd like to remove your review or at least update it? We're not hands-on with that. We're just a recommended company. We'd really like to help you out.
Yeah, let me get my window fixed and I'll consider removing it at that point.
Yeah, that's the first time I was like, nope, don't call me again. They called me again. How you going? Just double checking. I know you're on the do not call list, but this is a personal call. We just want to make sure that our customers are taken care of. And I know you're not a customer, but if you need anything in the future, we'd love to have you. All right. 3rd call. Hey, Mr. Love, we just noticed that you have a new appointment over at Tesla, and we spoke to our representative over there. We'd love to let you know that, unfortunately, since we're not providing service to you, that you may have left a review on the wrong business. What? You're definitely the right business.
Right.
Everyone who's calling me knows you're the right business. You suck.
They went from pleading to gaslighting very quickly.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Now they're not the right business. I'm just waiting. It's going to take a month. It doesn't even really affect them. I don't think they even have like a horrible review. Oh, shit. So
They do.
My review is why they're not perfect.
Oh. Oops.
Whoopsie. So sue me.
Very classy.
So demure. I didn't realize that. They're 4.9. So they must do good business, They definitely didn't handle the review good. I think
I skimmed through it, the comments, and a bunch of them were from Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
Very happy that, the work looked flush with the vehicle. No issues on that.
Better than factory, I'm sure. We got our first negative review. Yeah. Just after the last episode, had a very angry customer who wanted a refund on a $30 charge.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. And I don't give a shit. It's 1. We're at 4.9 now. Oh, so sorry. And I think we talked about this on one of the episodes. The Wilson special.
Oh, you did, yes.
Well, look who called not even 4 or 5 days ago. That customer calls back for a quote to fix the same fucking phone. To fix the same phone. Same issue. Didn't realize who we were. Until I was like, same number. So then I looked it back up. Then I called her back. And I was like, just so you know, we're unfortunately not going to be able to work on your device. We appreciate you letting us know that you had another issue and you'd like to get us fixed. We'd recommend Kirby down the road. Mm-hmm. She was not happy. She didn't realize it was us, apparently. Oh, I would have never called you. Why did you even call me back? Get out of here. Hang up.
Oh, my goodness.
So, her review's still standing. I don't care. It's a badge of honor, and I've like rebutted it so many times that she's just kept deleting her response to make us look bad. And I'm like, edit. And then she's like, one response. She looks like an idiot. I've had 4 or 5 people comment on it. We do pretty well in our businesses. On average, each business makes, $500 to $750 a day at any good time. So her $30 bullshit isn't going to harm anything.
Right.
So it's just funny. I didn't realize that we broke that down. From that crazy customer, we had another more interesting customer that came into our store last week.
On one of the few days where I actually stop in.
I think it was Labor Day weekend. Mm-hmm. It was that Friday, right?
Correct.
My wife, let me roll this back a bit. My wife loves to have family fly out. And so we had her parents come out after my parents, who drove out right after. The bed was still warm. And for some reason, her sister thought it was a great idea to do the same thing. It wasn't a great idea. It wasn't bad.
It was a month later. Calm down.
It was right after. It was like 2 weeks after.
My parents.
I felt like we had no break.
It
doesn't matter.
They got here on the 28th.
Semantics. It's very demure.
Very mindful.
Blessed. It was right after. It was within 70 days. It was very close. I needed a summer, a break, something, a season.
We have nobody.
We had more family over immediately. But then it was only 4 days. So we had to make the most of it. So we took time off. I drove down there, chatted it up, lived up, did my husbandly duties. You should too. Or get a fucking wife.
You want them to do your husbandly duties?
But, so I did all that, got her here. Mm-hmm. Everything was grand. And we did nothing extraordinary, except for her, my kids, and her boyfriend went out to Woodward that Friday. From Wednesday to Friday, they hung out here. We went to dinners, we went to lunches, we hung out, really did nothing, shut the shit. That's about it. Me and Emmett got along better than I think we ever have. Very chatty. Emmett's a podcaster. He does football stuff. Very cool. He also reminded me that I don't look too far into how I advertise this, which is also hilarious. And so I was talking to you about it. I was like, maybe I should do some more stuff and give a shit about the views. No. Then, on the glorious of Fridays, the holy of holy that is my last day of work week, or my last day in the work week. Mm-hmm. The last day that I got to drive 2 hours. The last day I got to deal with people for 3 fucking days. And the craziest drunk woman on drugs comes in.
On drugs.
Very nice car. Black SUV. Mm-hmm. Some type of Chevy. I've got the license plate. And I'll tell you why. She comes in, wants us to restore her phone. She forgot the password. Oh, shit. We do it. Mm-hmm. She has no cash. She forgot where her wallet was. Oh, shit. She goes to the bank. We're like, you're okay? You're all right to drive? Where's my keys? Oh, shit. She ended up driving. So we're like, she's either going to die or go home and sleep.
I parked 2 spots away from her. I don't know if she was pulling in or pulling out, but as I parked, I'm like, she's going to hit something.
As you got there, she left. I thought you had parked after she left.
No, I saw her. I don't know if she was backing out or pulling in, but...
So then, as she came back really quickly, she ran into another parked vehicle. Mm-hmm. The widest turn. If said car is here, or we'll go, said car is here, and this is the front of the building, and she has to come in like this and turn and park next to it. She came in like this and just basically rear-ended the car.
And that's the business owner's car for the store next
door, the Happy Nails. And I was like, oh shit. I walk out there and it's the same lady. She's fucked up. She's like, oh, okay. Oh, we got insurance. And looking like she's out of it.
She looks like she's into something heavy.
The Titanic went down. She came back up 100 years later and looked like that. That's like frozen in time, just dehydrated. Yeah. Very demure. And so nobody wanted to call the cops.
That was crazy to me,
yeah,
too. And they're
nobody.
like, oh, no, she has insurance.
She has insurance. Like, it's not big deal. No big deal. She's there, Vietnamese lady. Good. It's good to me. It's fine.
Do that.
What? That's how she sounded. I don't think that's racist. It's very good. She good to me. It's fine. She have insurance. It's good. Thank you. And I was like, I call police. So I called from her phone. My phone was dead. I'm a cell phone store owner. I know. Fuck off. It dies. It's an Apple phone. So I call and I'm like, here's my name. Here's my number. This is my number. Sorry, phone is dead. Send somebody now. They need medical. I'm sure she is on
Didn't
something.
she have like a big gash on her head too?
No, I didn't see that.
I thought she had hit something because it looked like she had been bleeding right here.
No, she's a redhead, so I don't know. It wasn't fiery red, but she didn't look like she had real injuries.
Like
there was no blood or anything. I definitely took a look at her head.
Okay.
I was like face to face with her, and I could smell just like that diabetic smell, like somebody's been soaking in alcohol. I don't care. She was on something. So the cop does his thing. She gets thrown in handcuffs before she fucking pays me. So I'm like,
no.
The only thing that matters is the $80 I'm charging you for a restore. And also that nobody was alive at the time, or in the car at the time that she hit parked cars. Right. Because she hit one. Mm-hmm. We call the police and she tries to leave. She backs up and hits another because she's trying to get out of the... Irate. And then the Vietnamese lady's like, oh, thank you. This is the best. I don't know what we would do without you. My accent is horrible. I'm not trying to be racist. They're fucking beautiful women. I just need to get my nails done. Discounts. And so they were so appreciative, so grateful. It was hilarious. It was the longest conversation I think I've ever had with them. Technically, the shortest, longest conversation because you can have with a Vietnamese
over there. They're really
people.
Nice.
They just take so long to finish. That's the only thing that is really hard.
It's their second language.
It's their first language, not their second.
English is not their first language, sir. So they go home for the holidays.
Hold on. You said it was their second language.
Yeah, English. It takes so long.
No. I was talking about Vietnamese is such a long. Their accent, it takes so long. That's all I'm saying. So I was trying to just get it along. Like, here's the story. Here's how I knew it was her, and I was concerned. This is why, the second lady, I was so sure wasn't going to get hit. I was like, she's not going to back her car up. She's not going to try and drive right now. There's just been an accident. And then she backs up. But during that time, I told you to move the fucking car before she got behind the wheel. Mm-hmm. And if she hadn't have moved her new $60,000 car, bad things would have happened. You would have been the second. And the other lady would have been the third.
Going to jail too.
Yeah, because I would have ripped her out. We would have been in jail. The kids would have been,
Thank
somewhere.
God Deanna and Emmett were here. They would have had to take the kids and extend their stay.
$80 would have turned into, where's my money? Like, we just bought a very expensive car. If you didn't know, it's a blacked out Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy Edition. All black with a moonroof.
And a sunroof.
Luxury.
I like that the driver's seat does a little
Wealth.
massage.
What's that guy on TikTok who does wealth? Your mother's retirement. Wealth. You don't know that guy?
Nope.
Oh my God. He's so funny. It's just the most ignorant, like, rich people stuff. It's the first thing on Google. Wealth TikTok guy.
What do you do for a living?
I produced Christmas decorations.
How much money do you make?
She makes a lot.
Well, right now I have just my pension, which I'm very grateful for.
Okay, how much is the pension a year?
Oh, about $1.5 million.
A year?
No, a month.
Oh my goodness!
How could I possibly live on $1.5 million per year? I mean, are you kidding me?
Where do you live?
Monaco, in Munich, in
Wow.
Zermatt, Vaduz, in Liechtenstein, and then I have a pad in London.
So how much is your house in London worth?
Probably, I don't know, around somewhere between 20 and 40 million.
So how much money is in your checking account right now?
No.
Not very much
Look-
right
we
now.
can look her
After
up.
Christmas, probably only at 23 million or something left.
What was the worst part about your job when you were working?
65 staff, 65 headaches.
So what's your credit score?
Is there such a thing as a credit store?
You don't use credit?
Well, of course I do, but I don't know. Do people have to bother with credit scores?
So if you could hang out with a rapper for a day, what rapper would it be?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, good answer. Why Jay-Z?
Billionaire.
Oh, I just think he's the cutest.
The-
He's the kind of dude I want to take home.
What's the most overrated luxury brand?
Louis Vuitton. You can buy it in Hong Kong for just a fraction of the price, and I always like a good deal.
Apple or Android?
Apple.
Okay, PC or Mac?
Mac.
Okay, why Apple?
Comes with these cute little glitter stones on it if I want it.
Any New Year's resolutions?
Lose 30 pounds.
I want you to rate my outfit on a scale from 1 to 10, but be brutally honest, okay?
I'd give it a 10.
A 10?
Yes.
Yeah! What do you do for a living?
I produced
So this
Christmas
guy-
decorations.
Is it Mr. Lewis is his name? God, where's his... I think this is 8/26/23. Wealth. That's it. I cut my wife off in the middle of a conversation. I'm sorry, I was finishing. Otherwise, I would have forgotten. So you've seen him, and what did you see him in?
That's what it was. I forgot. He had bought some oversized, overpriced, ridiculous martini in a glass
and
that's
he
bigger than
poured
his
it
head.
out, yeah.
Yeah, he took a drink and was like, yeah, dumps it.
Dumps it. It was like $500. Wealth. That's not wealth. Wealth is not having to work 1 out of 2 weeks.
Yeah, look
Like-
like he was working.
Dude, I'm telling you, if I could do this till I'm 90, I'd be happy. Like, sure, I'd like to not work at all, but if the side thing is like risk and reward and complacency, I'd love this type of complacency. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I truly don't mind this. There are people who come home and then they just beat themselves to death that they only made $5,000 in 2 weeks, or they only made 10 grand this month, or they only made 50 grand this month, and they panic on how I got to make X, Y, and Z, and I need to buy more and trade more and do more. And I come home and I'm like, I played 32 hours of Wukong this week. True story.
He doesn't know if the kids are alive. He doesn't know if anybody's eaten.
I do know if people have eaten. I pay attention to those things. I listen for the ice tickles.
kidding.
I listen to the ice tickles. But I'm up till like 3 a.m. trying to beat the Yellow Long. Probably took me 4 hours by himself, and you have no idea what I'm talking about. But Wukong is that video game that's been around for like 2 weeks and has already made close to $1 billion.
There's that one boss. I don't know if you're trying to lie right now or not, but it took you a solid day and a half to get his ass.
Which one?
The one that you like just. I think it was yesterday. You.
That's
found
Yellow
his
Long.
ass.
That's the dragon guy who's flying up the electricity, etc. So I went to go get this dragon guy who gives me a spirit. And then I found out that there was this XP glitch. So I went to this place to get this XP glitch, and I found out that I needed something else to do the XP glitch. So I spent like 3 hours running around to do all the shit and finally did it. Got it myself 500,000 will, which is the spending currency of this fucking game. And I'm a bit addicted. Not that I love monkeys or anything. It's a game. Fuck off. The idea is that this game has got me hooked. And then it got me depressed.
Oh no.
And I don't get depressed. And I'm not the guy who stresses out over being at work in the morning. Until I got this game. And then I'm like, I got shit to do in the morning. But I need another hit of that black myth. That strong shit.
Oh my god.
I need it right now.
I should have just named that game Doogie.
I need it now. Even right now, I'm thinking I just beat this shit, the Yakasha
How
King.
fast can we finish this episode? So I can get
Exactly. Let me get back on that grind. I'm going to ride that pole. Hold on. There's a move in
What
there.
has this game turned you into?
There's a pillar stance, and you spin like a bit of a stripper while kicking people in the face and earning points. And the more points gives you the more health. So the better you are at your job, the more money you make.
Oh, I'm gonna have to unplug this PC. And
I'm just
hit the
saying,
board.
it's a monkey. Don't worry. The whole point of the game originally was like, okay, this is interesting. And then it turned into an addiction. And I'm not a gamer. I played 2017, 2016, a few games. I wasn't like, I gotta play, gotta do, I like the occasional game, play Fortnite with the kids, or I'll play Spider-Man. But I'm not like, oh my God, this new game came out. Let me buy this.
Do anything else.
I gotta buy this new game on Tuesday, and nobody's gonna talk to me because I am just going to geek out, close my room. I got a beanbag, Mountain Dews, and some Funyuns, and I'm fucking tonight. Like those people.
I think it was like a week and a half ago you had said like, oh, I'm sorry if I'm spending too much time on the game, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, whatever. And then ever since I said the whatever, it's gotten 1,000 times worse. I'm about to hide shit.
Regrets. Not one letter. Sorry. It just came to mind.
I'm about to break this whole office.
I'm almost done with the
so you
game. I am
have
on the
to go to work.
I'm on the
to make
final
money to buy it all over again.
I'm on the final chapter, you should know. And so what my point being, I will not play the game here after I beat the game. I was mentioning it earlier.
So you're just going to be at work in another
the same way I
town
played
till 3
Fortnite.
a.m.
No, not till 3 a.m. My whole, it'll be a pastime to do the extra bullshit when the stores are slow. Because I can log in anywhere and download it. It's a quick cloud, boom, boom, boom. It'll download any updates.
Delete that cloud.
Okay. Well, we went as far as to get the kids, Fortnite and buy them all the skins. And it took them, 2 matches, and they got a victory royale, a 4 and an 8-year-old.
They were so pumped about that.
Got a fucking victory royale on their second match.
On your account, too.
On my account.
So their lobbies are not
Above
kid-friendly.
your fucking kids. I'm telling you right now, if you want any facts on how my kid's better than your kid, he's 4. And he's got an 8-year-old sister. If you got a 4 and an 8-year-old, they'll fuck yours up any day of the week.
Oh my gosh.
At Fortnite. I'm telling you, their duos, different levels. Second match, first match, third place. Second match, victory royale, new umbrella. She's got a new account. My account's like 8 years old, so it's seasoned. Mm-hmm. Ranked matches, all kinds of good stuff. Mm-hmm. Umbrellas, first day they come out. They duo and get the fucking umbrella on their second match. I can't do that with a newbie.
Yeah. Watch out now.
Bring on the challenges.
Carpal
Who's
tunnel
next?
14.
We'll pay for it. The money they'll be making on Twitch by then, or whatever streaming platform.
Imagine if they had been streaming and that happened on
CJ will
YouTube.
be selling feet by the age of 10. I'm telling you, but this boy loves taking pictures of his feet. I don't know
every
why.
Every time he's in the car behind me, he's just... I look at his phone and there's like easily 30 photos of his toes.
It's like, Sissy, good one?
And then that's how he pranks Sissy too. She leaves her phone around, he'll take a picture of his toes and then close it like it never happened.
It's better than pranking your brother by having him walk into, a bearded goat.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's not going down that road.
12 or 13, you see the movie and you're like, all right, cool. And then it becomes fun to make funny, like walk into somebody with their...
Inappropriate.
Yeah. Hilarious. But with dumb boys, we were a house full of boys. With girls, I don't think so. I think she'd be the dumb one doing like stupid pranks, when they're more adulted.
Glitter bombs, the herpes of arts and crafts.
The water balloons that swing and go destroy thousands of dollars in gear. Who knows? I couldn't imagine, but I would murder. I would go to jail. All of a sudden,
we got to start pre-gaming anger management because they're going to try us.
they're not going to try us like that. I've got them equally afraid of things that could happen. They know right now that they can't come in here and light a fart bomb in here. Ask them to do it.
I'm not talking about today.
Yeah, but the mentality mentality will carry like, hey, you treat my things nice, I treat your things nice.
I hope so.
Yeah. But did we finish the crackhead or so? Our car would have been next, $60,000. Mm-hmm. I would have been pissed. So I had her move. I knew it. I knew to have her move. So boom, she hits another car after Leslie moves the car.
I went the long way around too.
Cops just got there, field sobriety. Boom, she gets arrested. Who's going to pay her fucking bill now? And I'm concerned. She shows up the next day, pays for it, and then says she's getting her car out of tow.
That's crazy that she's out the next day. She was heavily
The
under
officer
the influence.
said that this was her 6th DUI in 6 months.
Why are they not keeping her?
Oklahoma. I don't know. The only downside is that they're not really like heavy-handed on people that do stupid shit. Unless it's terrorism, you know.
Yeah, no anti-America stuff around here.
Terrorism. Burning the flag, you know. Don't get me started.
There goes that try that in a small town song, because she tried that and they let her out the next day.
She didn't try that. She got drunk after whatever she was doing and decided, oh, you know what? It doesn't matter the other life on the road. She really needed her phone fixed, and we are the fucking best, so she came to us. I'm sorry for the cars. We may be the cause, but we are not liable, so sue me. The insurance side of that accident, no matter how you look at it, they can make a lot of money even if they weren't present in the car, whatever damage to property, especially as a business owner. I know I carry a lot of stuff.
If she has that car listed with the business rather than personal.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of money, a lot of property that I'm sure were carrying back there, and they didn't even really care until it became oh my God, she was under the influence. She could have killed somebody. Thank God you called the cops. I'm a hero. I know occasionally. The insurance, it reminded me when I saw something the next weekend. It turns out people were making tens of thousands of dollars in their bank account out of nowhere.
I think I saw that article.
Yeah. The infinite money glitch.
If you know what's funny? I saw that article and I was like, huh, sounds familiar. Very demure.
If you don't know, we're older than you. Possibly. If you're older than us, hit subscribe. You could probably learn a thing or two. If you're younger, subscribe. You're probably going to roll. You can learn a thing or two or roll your eyes at every time I say sue me. It's very fun. We were dumb kids once. We did a lot of stupid shit. A lot of stupid things. Never did I think, let me rob a bank.
Right.
Never. But you know who did? I'm not even going to put her name on there. But there was a girl once that I was romantically involved with that had access to a bank account that was mutually in both of our names. So there were checks in both of our names. And for some reason at this certain credit union, you could write yourself a check every day for 7 days and just double or triple the amount and get double or triple the money. And so from what the bank had told me, this person had gone in 4 days in a row at the same time to the ATM.
I think you're remembering that a little bit wrong because it was a bank account you weren't really actively using.
I wasn't using, but it had my name on it.
Right. But it was that she would do this on Friday because the branch just lets X amount of dollars, confirms it over the weekend. So she could write a check for $1,000, pull out $5 over the weekend. And she did that for several weekends. No, she did it it was 4 days in a row over a weekend. Well, maybe it was a long
It was
weekend.
A holiday weekend, yeah. But it was 4 days in a row. Started with $1,000. So she wrote a $1,000 check. Boom, it cleared $900. $900, you say? What the fuck?
Right.
Who clears $900 instantaneously? An idiot at some random bank credit union that needs to be shut down, and I'm sure has been in the last 15 years since this happened. 15 years ago. Just so y'all don't think you're on a hot lick. This is an old lick. People are serving.
The banks have wised up to that since then.
Serving jail time currently for this. So I learned on that Tuesday when this credit, place called me and they're like, did you know that you are negative $16,000? What?
Hot dang, I forgot what a big number.
It was $16,000 in 2011.
And yeah, 15 years ago, that's a way uglier number than
it was now. They knew from the cameras and all the stuff, it was a woman with a male in the vehicle They knew the vehicle type. They had a license plate.
The license plate.
They had all this info, and none of it came back to me. But God, do I wish that I would have been involved in that, because as easy as it wasn't in my name anymore, and the bank was like, okay, well, we'll seek judgment through them. Mm-hmm. I never heard from it. It wasn't on my credit. There was no drama. Like, goodbye. I was lucky. But man, I was kind of like, man, if I would have set it up the way.
I wish I would have been that stupid and that smart at the same time.
Yeah, like to get
if I do this next weekend, I'm parking away
I think it was
from the
15
camera.
grand they got, because it went from 1,000 to 2, or 1,000 to 5 they took out.
She probably did the one for because the writing a check for 1,000 and getting 900. I remember.
And then
so she probably got very bold with.
Well,
the
then it
next
gets
one
defaulted, and you have to write more, right? So you have to write
cover
5
that negative balance
Yeah.
plus whatever you're trying to
So
get now.
and once you're negative 1,000 plus the NSF fees and all that, or what is it? Non-cashable check fees, it's like 1,000, 1,100. So now you're 1,100 in the hole, and then you write a check for 5,000. So it clears
There's that
3,000.
negative balance and gives you whatever.
Yeah, it gives you 3,000, and you got 2,000 on hold. And you're like, okay, cool, or 800 on hold, because you owe 11, and then it all goes done again, and you're at 5,200. And you're like, all right, I'll write a $10,000 check. And so the fourth day, I think it was a $15,000 check with fees and everything. By the time they called me the fifth, sixth day, it was $18,000.
How much cash in hand do you think she got out of that? If
At
she's
least $8,000, depending if she shared it. $10,000 if she
I'm
shared
thinking
it.
if she's got to make up that negative balance before she can have cash in hand.
First time being close to 1,000,
Yeah.
right? Second time being 3,000. Fourth time being 6,000.
Yeah.
So 1, 3, 6, yeah, about $10,000. We're gonna say,
dang, that's a weekend.
yeah, that's one hell of a weekend for 15 minutes of work 4 times. That's an hour's worth of work, $15,000. I don't know if they recovered it. I wasn't part. Nobody asked me for a witness statement. Just no, it wasn't me. Sorry, I don't live there. I haven't used that account in 5 years or 4 years, whatever it was. I don't even have checks. There's only one person who did, and it wasn't me.
Yeah, I only vaguely know of her existence back then, so I don't know what.
I just remembered
if anything ever happened because of that.
Earlier today, I remembered what her ringtone was, and it was, "A CUNT is calling. A see you next Tuesday is calling. A see you next. Do not answer the phone. She will ruin your life. A see you next Tuesday is calling."
Your ringtones and your alarms were so obnoxious.
Bold. It was bold. I didn't care what anyone thought. I still don't.
Whatever.
I don't care. I will put that fucking ringtone on right now.
Please,
I will
God,
put
no.
it for somebody. Not you, because I love you. You are the mother of my
I
children.
just don't want to hear it, is what I'm getting at. I don't care who it's for.
I'm sorry.
That and that screamo metal song you used to have as your alarm. It
wasn't even screamo metal.
It was.
It was a parody song, but okay.
You're not thinking of the same one.
I don't think
But it was your alarm clock back in the day, and that every time that woke me up, I could immediately commit murder.
If you're talking about the Ronnie Radke, the Falling in Reverse song,
I don't think so. All I know is I did not like getting woken up at 6 a.m. to some dude screaming about some girl sliding up and down that pool. Did not care for that at 6 o'clock in the morning.
apparently Ronnie Radke did a challenge for a hot Cheeto, snorted it. Apparently Wikipedia says that he's transphobic, racist, and a sexist creep. Long history of misogyny, pleaded no contest to domestic violence twice. My idol. No.
Yeah, I heard all that.
It just makes music. I don't give a shit. It's not like I idolize a person. He looks like a dipshit, though. I will definitely say he's got the
He
look.
looks the part.
He looks like just an absolute dipshit. I'm sorry, Ronnie. There's one of those things where it's like, if you make
He don't care.
at some
He'll just
point,
roast you. He's like, I'm in my mansion. I take off all the days. I'm fucking rich. Fuck you.
yeah, but
And
I
then his
don't care.
bird's going to be in the background taunting you too.
yeah. See, I understand he worked hard to get those things. Like, congrats to you. His look, for me, in my opinion, is just dipshit. I don't know. The way he just very like, everything is like, what's that
Dude
word?
just looks like he's chilling.
No, he always looks like a bum. It's always like no, I've seen him for like a red carpet thing and it was cool, but the most of the time it's bum. I'm like, damn, man.
I don't know.
You kids, like, I would hate to be Kanye West's kids. You're growing up thinking looking like either a prostitute or a homeless man is your go-to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I dress pretty casually.
I've got that whole bloodline blocked except one sister, so I'll never know.
You're dipping your toes into the cursed pool, I see.
Sure.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people in business to business that are starting to really show their true colors. You know, there's a set of 5 people in the industries that I'm in that I would say always portrayed themselves as like the best in the business. And then it just made the marketing really good. Mm-hmm. Like there's a guy who refurbished screens. He had a shop in a Walmart, and he was like, all right, I'm going to buy all the Walmart stores, and, you know, I'm going to do really good. Mm-hmm. Send me all your shit. And he became the refurb guy, and his name on Facebook became blank, the refurbished guy, or like the glass only guy.
Around in the groups.
I sent him something. He fucked it up. Didn't really like the work. Didn't deal with him. Never had anything bad to say about the person. But it always gave me, like, the way he ran his business, I didn't like for the way I ran mine. I've done B2B in the past. It was too much hassle dealing with too many crybabies. Business owners are the worst customers.
Like doctors are the worst patients.
Exactly.
Same concept.
They expect more. They want, like, more diligence than what they give because they want to know that they're going to somebody else who's better than them. So if it's somebody who's high and mighty, they're going to want 150% of your time. Mm-hmm. Like Steve, big cocksucker.
Oh my gosh.
Like 50-year-old guy I went into business with after he pleaded with me to save his business, which I did. Made him a lot of money. He paid me a little bit of money. Almost sued him. Didn't really care. I still technically own 50% of his business. I could battle in court. One day, if he actually does something with it and turns it around, I might. Who knows? Then it became, all right, cool. And the next guy, B2B, board work, a couple of posts come out. And I'm like, okay. Same thing. I'd gotten bad work from him, didn't really care. More and more people complain. Next guy, provider of parts from iCloud to blah, blah. That guy's Robert Sutton. He's an absolute cocksucker. Nobody believes me. But now people are starting to see that guy was like uber out of his way to fuck people over and only help the big people. Is he on his
way out? I feel like
a lot of people are. So this is what I'm getting at. I think 2024 is not just the pedo discovery mode on the internet. It is also the test your business and find out if you are on one leg or if you're sturdy on 4. Like you've got your foundation, you've got your everything built correctly. And we're finding out that a lot of people in business in 2024 don't fucking have it. Just like Nvidia losing 10% of their stock share over the last 48 hours. Pelosi. If you understood that reference, hit the like button. My fucking guesses from 2020 to 2022, I'm feeling all vindicated over here. Like, oh, another one bites the dust. I should make a list and put it in the center of there and be like, okay, every time somebody goes out of business, do that. Google is Jonathan Stamos, boom, is, Tina, blah, blah, boom. And they ask the questions that are on Google and put my own questions is like, are they funneling money? Are they offering bullshit services? Is this all a scam for a masterclass? Like, just put that there. And every time these persons or people fail and it comes true, and I'm like, another one. And I feel like I'm 9 for 10 in the last year and a half.
But who are you waiting on?
Oh, I'm waiting on one.
Is it a big fish?
It's a big fish. And I'm pretty certain it's either taxes or it's all just a Ponzi scheme. One's going to falter.
You can tell me this off camera so they don't.
But, it's people I've done business with. And then I'm like, I don't like the way that's done. I've been smart enough to be like, I don't like the vibe, and I've stepped away. Mm-hmm. Same business to business. That was a big thing. We were making probably an extra $6,000 a month, easily. $200 a day. Mm-hmm. And we didn't have to do much. It was the occasional iPhone 6, iPhone 7, iPhone 8. And once the iPhone 10 came out, I didn't give a shit. Had one board split where I was like, I'd put in $500-$600 into new equipment, and had a guy that was like the most. I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to deal with those people where they call my store every day until it's shipped back, call my door every day until my store every day until it's hit their studio or wherever they're working out of their house most of the time. And these people are always like, oh, well, you were supposed to be the professional. Oh my God, you couldn't fix it. Or, oh my God, you wouldn't fix it as fast as I wanted. Or, oh my God, the price was so ridiculous. Oh my God, you found something else. I just didn't care. Like, I already lose my hair. I don't need more hair lost by some little cuck that's in the Westminster, Alabama. That's like, I just wanted this for my customer so I can make $40. No, I'm good. I'd rather sell a screen protector and make $30 and I'm happy. So I cut that out. And a lot of people who didn't, the stress is on them now because they have to double their prices or triple since where we were at 2020.
Some of those little backwoods towns in those flyover states, they don't got no type of money circulating either. So doing business to business with them is
their only option. And especially buybacks.
It's unfortunate.
You remember how much we were spending? I probably spent $6,000 a month on advertising with buy-sell trade. And that was, I love Chris Andrew, who was a friend at the time, great, but he really couldn't land because he was doing 4 different people in the same area. The more customers he gets, the more they compete against each other, the more they spend, and the less they want to do business with him. He has to pick his customers better. So I saw that happening. And I saw the decline that was going to happen. And it happened. So he had to transition to more SEO and like AI generated stuff. And, you know, he constantly has the 4, 3, 2, 1 spots left, etc. It's a game. It's just to get a shit ton of money really quick. Because he went from making like $3,000 a month to making $100,000 overnight. It was a month. Like, good. Save your money. I remember telling him, don't buy anything fancy. Put it all away. He's only got 1 kid at that time.
That shit fucking goes just as fast as it comes.
And I just, dude, it was inevitable. None of these businesses are permanent. Even our Woodward business, our California businesses, our online businesses, they're all meant to sell. They are not legacy businesses. We do not have contracts that are 100 years long like some of the military families. It's never going to happen. So when I started to see these, and then I'm seeing people posting their stores for sale, it's not that the industry's dead. It's that a lot of the con men in these industries are starting to be outed.
Starting to sink.
I am absolutely a con man for the most people's money. But I am the con man who says, hey, I'm going to convince you to spend your money with me. Here's why. It's overpriced. Yes.
Swipe or no swiping. I'm going to swipe you.
I'm going to swipe you. Swiper is going to swipe you. And you're going to like it because I'm going to tell you why swiping is a good thing. And I usually convince them why my price is what it is and why I need to.
Right.
I don't go above and beyond, but I charge $100 for something I should probably charge $40 for. Absolutely. That $100 guarantees you a spot to my work that I guarantee I will put in 150 effort 150% of the time. 150% of the effort 150% of the time. And I tell those people, it puts dinner on the table, and everyone knows that. So I tell people we are the grandchildren for hire. You won't find a better price. Apparently you can't, because even my 100 when it should be 40, and my moral is like 80 percentile for what people are charging out here. And it's crazy. And maybe we'll dedicate a whole episode.
When somebody's price list blows your hair back, so to say, that's a problem.
That's a problem. But it's happening everywhere. Because I'm seeing some other people that are like racing to the bottom, and some of their prices at the bottom are still my prices. And I'm like, oh, shit.
That's crazy. What state is this in? New York?
California, New York, Texas. There's a few in Texas that I was like, damn, people are charging $120 for an iPhone 11 screen. I'm charging $129. And that's the Black Friday in September deal that they posted on the 1st. Good till the 3rd, and it's still up.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, oh, bruh. People are scrounging right now. Mm-hmm. We have a consistent base of customers. You're going to make me yawn. We have a consistent base of customers that we've earned through good work and will. I would sure sell that business in a heartbeat if I could. Because I know I could build it somewhere else and then start the same thing. Grandchildren for hire, nice fat white guy and a family of 4. It's just part of my family. It is what it is. But even if we had just one income source, making $5,000 to $1,000, I would say $1,000 a day, $30,000 a month, take all overhead. As long as I made $200 a day, what is that? $200 a day times 10 times 3. Yeah. So that's $6,000. I made $6,000 a month. That's good enough to live on.
That's more than a lot of people make these days.
Yeah. That is wealth. That is, as long as
Wealth.
it's so demure. I think we're going to end it here. We appreciate you. Comment, like, subscribe. Let us know how our stories have hit you, how they've impacted you. If you have similar stories of your own and you'd like to let us know, you can leave us a email or a little review in that comment box, and then we'll let you know. Share it with a friend if they've had something inconspicuous happen, as a dual, almost double homicide by vehicular manslaughter happen and not getting paid on time because of it. We'll see you next time.
Life can be super happy, life can be super sad. I'm trying super hard to separate the good and bad. I go back to my future just to get to my past. But knowing me, my DeLorean will